The NDP are doing their best to capitalize on this past week's missteps by the Wild Rose Party. The NDP are now trying to say that the Wild Rose Party is trying to scuttle the Energy East pipeline by annoying the Ontario Premier. Now, the NDP are referring to the tone of questioning used by Wild Rose MLA Derek Fildebrandt of Premier Notley, while Ontario Premier Kathleen Wynne was in the legislature as her guest. Here.
Today, Alberta welcomed Ontario's Liberal Premier Kathleen Wynne to the Legislative Assembly. While I'm sure their talk session was valuable, we aren't sure what benefit Albertans can get from Ontario's emissions plan. For power consumers, it's meant skyrocketing power bills, massive subsidies to unprofitable initiatives, and Auditor General's reports into billions of wasted tax dollars. A few months ago, our Premier praised the Ontario plan. Is the Premier still endorsing this plan? And if so, what part does she think will benefit Albertans?
Now, this is such a ridiculous allegation. There is not enough tinfoil in Alberta for the hats required to make the wise people of my beautiful province believe that baloney. The NDP is the party full of anti-pipeline activists, like MLA Robin Luff, who protested pipelines calling Alberta oil dirty. Then there's Environment Minister Shannon Phillips, who once co-authored a book with anti-oil, anti-Alberta Greenpeace activist and former Notley staffer Mike Hadima. And Rachel Notley herself once had a mock funeral for some dead ducks who had the misfortune of landing on an oil sands tailings pond in a freak snowstorm a few years back. Remember this?
We're also here today, of course, because this week, we had yet another extreme environmental tragedy occur in the oil sands area. And with all due respect to the ducks, I mean, what this tragedy represents is a great deal of pain and suffering to the ducks, but also it represents the inherent conflict that exists between unbridled industrial growth.
And then how could we forget David No New Approvals Egan, the education minister? Watch.
The balance of mind, balance of body starts by doing the right thing. And I say that doing the right thing means that we have no new approvals for tar sand projects, and we start to invest money into a renewable energy and into a sustainable economy. No new approvals. No new approvals. No new approvals.
Saying the Wild Rose is trying to scuttle pipelines is insulting to the intelligence of everyday Albertans. We all know who is and who isn't against pipelines. It's the NDP that's against pipelines. They always have been. Secondly, if Kathleen Wynne really does consider blocking Energy East, a pipeline of such national interest and value to the Canadian economy, over her own hurt feelings, well, she's just as bad or worse than anything Derek Fildebrandt has the brass to say about her. In fact, and I don't think the NDP realize it, but by them saying that Wynne might block Energy East because of her hurt feelings, it's actually an admission of just how awful and petty Premier Wynne actually is. And I might even tend to agree with them on that. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.